Hello, fifth graders. So today you are working on modeling decimals with multiplication. So before we do that, I want to review our lovely place value poster, and plus your math enrichment teachers can take a look at it too. So remember, when we have a block represents one whole. We are to the left of the decimal, we have one whole brick. As we move to the right of the decimal, now we are in our pieces and our parts. We're in our decimals. The first place value is the tenths. That's right. The tenths is 1 rod. 1/10 is 1 rod out of a total of 10. So how many rods would it take to make a whole? You should have said 10. It takes 10 rods to make a whole. Now, as we move to the right, we have the hundredths, and that's our itty bitty babies. It takes 100 of those to make a whole, hence why it's called hundredths. You can also think about this in terms of money. So here, if I have 44 hundredths, I have 4 tenths, which would be equivalent to what coin in our money system that's worth 10? You should say a dime because that's worth 10. And then in our money system, hundredths would be equal to pennies because it takes 100 pennies to make $1. So if we look at this 44 hundredths, let's hop over here. And on your handout today, you're going to have these grades, okay? 1 brick represents 1 whole, okay? So if I have, for example, 0.44, which goes tenths hundredths, so 44 hundredths, what you're going to do is you're going to model these numbers, okay? So in the tenth spot, I would have 4 bricks, because remember, follow me here, Ava, our tenths or not bricks, rods, sorry. These are our rods. So we would have 4 of those because we have a 4 in the tenth. So I would shade 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in our hundredth spot, we have 4 babies or 4 pennies. So then I would just say shade 4 of that. So this models 44 hundredths, and what you're going to be doing today is multiplying these decimals. So if I said 44 times 2, then I would write 44 hundredths. I would shade that, but then I would do it again. So you could shade 44 hundredths over here, or the cool way is if you want to see what the answer is, what I could do, oh, of course, someone's knocking. Could you get that, Ike? What I could do is I could model 44 hundredths again. So I could go tenths. There's 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths. And if it's 44 times 2, I would then shade 4 babies. And the cool thing about this now is I could count my total. I could say it's 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths. I'm going to skip this one because it's not quite a full. 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths. 8 tenths. And then if I count my babies, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of babies. 5, 6, 7, 8 babies. There's a lot of babies. That is the answer. 44 hundredths times 2 is 88 hundredths, okay? It's going to ask you what the expression is. So don't freak out when you hear the word expression. It's just a fancy word, and all it means is that it's going to have a math operation in it, like multiplication or addition, and it's going to have an equal sign with an answer. So I know this is a lot happening up here. That's called math class, huh? So we would have 44 hundredths times 2 equals 88 hundredths. That's the expression because it has a multiplication sign and an equal sign. The other way to write this expression, and teachers, if you really want to push them to think about the different expressions, remember multiplication is repeated addition. So we could also say 0.44, it was 2 times, you could add 0.44 twice, which would also equal 0.88. So this is also an expression because instead of multiplication, it has addition, but it still has your equal sign. Okay, so the biggest thing I need you to remember today is this beautiful chart here. Your tenths is your rods, your hundredths are your little babies. Okay, good luck.